Battlefield 5. The game of missed opportunities, the game plagued with negativity, the game with possibly some of the worst marketing in video game history. This is Battlefield 5 in retrospect. Let's start off with war stories. When you hear World War II and campaign, you immediately assume they're going to do this. But no, we got this.
It's a long way. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary, to the sweetest girl I know.
Ah, Billy Bridger. Quite possibly the worst video game character in existence. His voice.
Oi! I'm sick! I'm chucking me guts up over here, and you're just strolling off.
Just his entire character.
Yes, I am. Oh, Billy fucking Bridger!
He makes you want to quit the game before it's even started. The only war story that I truly enjoyed was The Last Tiger, which of course was coming soon for about a month after release. Coming soon, just like tank customizations, just like authentic outfits for the characters, just like nearly every update that was pushed back because of DICE's ineptitude to stick to planned dates. But that's a whole different matter. Like I was saying, the best war story was The Last Tiger. It was gritty, it was relentless, it was World War II. It was the only war story that depicted the war perfectly, while also showing a different side of the war that most games don't explore, which is the Germans' perspective. It was extremely unique because it also showed what it was like near the end of the war, and how the Germans in the story realised that they were being abandoned by their leader. It all made sense in context. It's what we wanted. As for the rest of the war stories, we got Skating Simulator in Nordlies, an OK French mission, Tirailleur, which was mostly based in just running forward till you get your best friend killed, 10 out of 10. And that's it. That's literally it. 5 war stories that weren't even an hour each. Moving on to Combined Arms. I don't really want to spend much time on this, as DICE didn't spend much time on it either, but I've got to say that the only reason I play Combined Arms is because you can cheese your mastery assignments and complete them in a matter of seconds. Good job, DICE. And that leaves us with one final section, the multiplayer. The most played, most highly anticipated section of the entire game following the hype of Battlefield 1. Remember maps like St. Quentin's Scar, Verdun Heights, Nivelle Nights? These are all maps that spring into mind when I think of Battlefield 1 perfectly capturing the horrific atmosphere in World War 1. This is what Battlefield 5 should have capitalized on. We went from this
in such things
to this. How does that even happen? None of the maps in Battlefield 5 depict war normally. How can you hype the community up by calling it a World War II Battlefield title when every map in the game could have been applicable to a modern day military shooter? It doesn't make any sense. You had the upper hand over Call of Duty through Battlefield 1, and a lot of new players hopped on the Battlefield bandwagon too, but now you've just lost them all again. Think about the opportunities you had. A Battlefield's depiction of D-Day, just like Call of Duty World War II did. Imagine that on the Frostbite engine with the gunplay and sounds from Battlefield. We can only dream. How about fighting off the Germans in Stalingrad as the Russians while all your comrades fall around you? I mean, the list goes on. So many missed opportunities that would have been amazing, but you just didn't do it. The biggest update for Battlefield 5 was the War in the Pacific update. Now this was the type of content we thought Battlefield 5 was going to be all about at launch. Even for the dedicated haters of Battlefield 5, they can't deny this update was phenomenal. Iwo Jima, quite possibly the best map in the game, has you invade the shores of Japanese lands straight away in order for you to get into the map. From there you have to push through many sectors and caves heavily guarded by the defensive team. Once you get to the end sector, you push up and secure Mount Suribachi by raising the American flag on top of it. I mean, come on! That has got to be the best and ironically most true to life map in the game. Hell, even in Battlefield 1. Going back to when I said it was true to life, the Americans captured Mount Suribachi and raised the American flag at the top to announce their dominance over the lands. It was just so good. The fact they were able to do such a thing kind of made the update bittersweet for me. They showed they could do it, but the base game had nothing like it. They ended the trailer with a tease to another map coming with a Pacific update, Wake Island. A fan favourite that's been in 6 Battlefields so far. After the introduction of the map, everything seemed quiet for a little while, until talk of a new map rose to fruition, Solomon Islands. This was the last map for the Pacific Theatre update and was released on the 4th of February 2020 and quickly became one of the best maps from the update. Battlefield 5 seemed to be riding on a high. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. Battlefield 5 was making a comeback. But what happened next? No one expected. On the 23rd of April 2020, the senior producer of Battlefield 5, Ryan MacArthur, announced that Chapter 6 for Battlefield 5 would be its last. This obviously shocked the community as Battlefield 5 was finally becoming the game we all hoped for, but now that was all going to change. The update came with 2 maps, Provence and Al Marj Encampment, 10 new guns, 6 new vehicles, 5 new gadgets, 3 new grenades, 14 new American soldiers, 2 new Japanese soldiers. Now, I think it's safe to say that that is a pretty significant update and a very impressive one at that. But it's the last. We are now at the end of Battlefield 5. 2 years full of delays and disappointment, but also 2 great updates that came too late in the game. What I am intrigued to see is how this game will be remembered. But that's by the by. It's done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to see what your thoughts are of Battlefield 5, so don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you guys later.